Hey, this is John Assaraf, New York Times Bestselling author, and you may remember me from the hit movie The Secret or Quest for Success with the Dalai Lama and Richard Branson. Now, in the last video around setting and achieving goals, we covered that the first step was that you must gain absolute clarity on your goals so that you have very clear bullseyes to focus on every single day. And we also discussed the importance of having a big reason why, the emotional fuel that you need to be able to get you through the challenging times and give you that emotional fuel to achieve your goals. Now, in this video, I told you that I was going to share with you a process of how to really take those goals and turn them into your reality with my simple process called S+T+T. And I'll share with you what S+T+T means in 1 second. Now, having the right goals and writing them down is a part, an ingredient in the recipe for success. But if you don't have a plan to execute, to take action upon, your goals are just going to exist on a piece of paper. And I see tens of thousands of people who can share their goals with me in either talking to me or even in writing. And when I ask them, great, where is your plan? Most of them, 98% of them, fail in that department of actually having a plan. So what I want to show you is how do you simply do a plan, create a plan that will help you go from goal setting to goal achievement. And that really starts off with understanding the S+T+T strategy, and that is this. A strategy is what you can do to achieve that goal. So for example, if you want to make more money, what you can do is start a business. If you want to make more money, what you can do is invest in the stock market. If you want to make more money, what you can do is sell your knowledge. If you want to make more money, what you can do is offer your services or products to people. So strategies are what you can do. And there are hundreds of different strategies to achieve your health, financial, spiritual, relationship types of goals. The next part of that was the S part, strategies, are tactics. And tactics are what you can do that's specific. So let's say for the purpose of this video is that you have a goal of releasing or losing weight, and your strategy is to exercise 5 days a week. That's your strategy. Your tactics would be saying that, okay, on Monday, I'm going to walk for 20 minutes. On Tuesday, I'm going to ride my bike for 20 minutes. On Wednesday, I'm going to take off. On Thursday, I'm going to go for a little hike for 15 minutes. On Friday, I'm going to go swimming for 20 minutes. And I'm going to do interval training. So you see how a strategy is what to do. The tactics are how specifically, which leads me to the third part of every goal achievement plan or process that I do for myself or help others achieve. And that is to put timelines together for what are you going to do, how specifically you're going to do it, and when you will do it by. And there are 3 distinct reasons why this works. Number 1, when you take the time to develop what you're going to do to achieve your goal, you're giving your brain an instruction. When you take the time to develop 2 or 3 tactics of the details, you're breaking down the bigger goal into smaller chunks, which does what? It makes it easier for your brain to think and for you to feel like, okay, I could do that. And one of the tricks is it's more important to develop this habit than the intensity of the habit. And here's what I mean. If you set a strategy that you know you can take action on, and tactics that you will actually apply, and you give yourself a timeline. Let's say in the next day or 3 days or 7 days, you take off the neurological pressure of having to think of the big goal and all of the moving pieces towards it. So we want you to break it down to small, minute goals that tells you what to do, how to do it specifically, and the timeline in which you're going to get it done by. And that sets up what I call is part of the goal achievement process. What most people do that gets them stuck and in trouble is they think of these big goals and they never break it down into what we call is break it down to the ridiculous, to something that you can take action on. Because the act of moving into the behaviors and actions starts to develop your neural muscle for being an action taker and a goal achiever instead of somebody who sets goals that then procrastinates and doesn't take action, which causes what? It causes a new belief that you set goals but you don't achieve them, or you set goals and you procrastinate. And what I want you to do is get into the habit, which we'll talk about in a moment, of setting goals, developing 1 or 2 small strategies, 1 or 2 small tactics of what specifically you can do in a timeline that is measurable and doable. And when you do that, you're going to start strengthening your tenacity, your resolve, your confidence, and your certainty. And most importantly, you're going to start to create the identity of somebody who can set a goal and take action towards his or her goals. And in doing that, you start to get closer and closer and closer to your goal. I want to leave you with one more thought before I'll share with you what I'm going to talk about in video 3. If you were to leave your home, wherever you live right now, and you were to travel somewhere in the world, wouldn't you figure out how you're going to get there? Well, how is this any different? If you choose the destination, which we covered in the last video, the goal, and then you chose, are you going by train, by bike, by airplane, by helicopter? Are you walking? Are you taking a boat? Where do you need to be at a certain point? What supplies do you need? Those are the strategies and tactics. That's your blueprint to actually moving towards your goals and dreams. And that is also something that I call fractional goal achievement. You take the big goals, you break them down into small little chunks, and that allows your brain to say, I could do that, I could do that, and I could do that. And that is what gives you the confidence and certainty to actually take action. Now, the third part of this, and is what I'm going to cover in video number 3, is how do you now take your vision or your goals, and you take the big reasons why, and you take the plan that you've put together, and then really take action day in and day out. And that is going to be governed by 2 things. Number 1 is your beliefs, and number 2 is your habits. Now, what you will discover in the next video is that there's 2 types of beliefs. One is really easy that you can declare and talk about, but the other one is ingrained deep in your unconscious mind. And what we're going to have to teach you how to do is how to align your declarative beliefs with your unconscious beliefs so that you actually take action consistently. And the other thing that we'll teach you how to do in the second or the third video is how do you change your habits? Because right now you are conditioned to think and feel and behave in certain ways. And what we have to do is help you alter your beliefs about what's possible for you, alter your beliefs about how you can achieve them, and more importantly, we have to help you alter your habits of what you're doing every day, which are causing your current results. And so that's coming up in the third video. I'm trying to keep these short and concise. So here's what I'd like you to do again. If you like it, leave me a comment, or if you have a question, leave a comment below, and share this with your friend on your Facebook page or one of your family members, and I'll see you in the third video.